Welcome to our work in our fabric. We're going to be working on a sequence together to help work on building your skills, things that you may have seen on the channel in a tutorial. I wanted to try to link some of them together into a little sequence for you. Now, if you're brand new, there isn't anything that we're doing that you couldn't teach yourself at home. I'll make sure in the description below that there's links to anything that you may potentially struggle with. Make sure your hammock is hung at the height of your hip flexors, and let's enjoy our practice together. We'll begin kneeling behind our fabric. Inhale the arms up and exhale, bring them to heart center. Closing your eyes. Take time to call the mind back, maybe set an intention for yourself. Rising up onto the knees, hands are going to come through the middle and around the outside of the fabric into a wrist wrap. Extend forward, lift the tailbone. Exhale, curl and round your way up, just like a cat-cow. Inhale, extend forward. And exhale, undulate the spine, roll your way up. One more time. As you roll up, leave your left hand in the fabric, right hand to the floor into a little table position. If you have tight shoulders, you may want to stay here. Otherwise, climb down onto the floor into a little sphinx-like position. Allow your body weight to sink, stretch, and open the chest. Just bring small micro movements here, letting the head tilt towards the right. Maybe letting the arms sway a little bit. A gentle rock of your head, yes and no. Make a transition rolling to your back and pivot to your other side. Our goal is to let our body weight sink, to stretch and open through the shoulder and the deltoid. Return to your back and switch the hands. We want to roll to allow that chest to stretch and open. Allow your head to tilt and lean to the left. Micro movements. Rolling to your back and pivot to your second side. Remember, our goal here is to really allow our body weight to sink and let gravity do most of the work. Actively shrug the shoulder away from your ear. Both hands reach up and onto your back. Sitting up, hands are going to come through the center and around, taking that wrist wrap. And I want you to try a protraction and retraction of the shoulders. Think of a shoulder shrug. Learning how to properly engage our shoulders is essential for any aerial work to prevent injury. Contract the shoulders, lift the chest, bend the knees, and lift into a little bridge, squeezing the hips. Straighten the legs, come into a plank position, hold. Bend the knees, and again, plank position. Strong core, strong shoulders. Bend the knees, and walk yourself up. Releasing the hands, and walk right into that hammock, coming forward into a fold. Find your way into downward facing dog. Begin to find length in your body. Actively push the mat away with your hands. Flex the heels, and extend long through the spine. Maybe shake your head here, yes or no. Find your way into a wrapped down dog. Hands are going to come right underneath your plumb line. Feet are going to drift wide and hook around the front of the fabric. And just bring it into a nice gentle sway from side to side. As you come back to center, release the legs and getting ready for your transition to side plank. Left hand down, right hand reaches up for the transition. If you feel comfortable, you can reach to the sky with that right arm. Upward plank, right arm is going to reach to the pole behind you, left arm is going to reach to the pole in front of you. Transition to your back. Take a breath in, and on the exhale, crunch your way up into boat. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Good, move on the breath. Last time. Knees come up. See if you can create balance here. Extend the legs. Back to plank and into your transition to your second side. Right arm down, left arm up. Pivot to center, downward dog. Walk those feet forward, coming up and out. As you come up, fabric will come up and over, catch the shoulders and extend back into some nice, gentle side bends. Arch to center. Breathe in. And on the exhale, release and roll your way up. Fabric comes up and over. Coming back into that downward facing dog. Actively press the ground away, pressing through the heels. Point the toes, widen the legs, and begin to walk your hands back, coming into a little straddle position. Actively push the ground away and just imagine getting even longer here. Release with a little float forward. Let's get ready for that transition to our side plank, second side. This time we twist to the left first. Right hand down, left hand reaches for that fabric for the transition. Reaching for the pole behind you with the left, reaching across the body with the right, coming into your upward plank and into your boat poses. Use that exhale to come up. Inhale, extend long. Last time come up, look for that extension of the legs, maybe loosen the grip. Beautiful, and release long. Transition to your side. Left hand down, right arm up. Take that swivel, come back into that downward dog, and just play a little here. Let the hips swing from side to side, maybe shake the head yes or no. Feet to the floor, walk yourself up and back. Adjusting fabric like me, and getting ready to open those hips. Right leg is going to step into the fabric. We want to hook the ankle. Nice long spine, use your hands, actively push the fabric away. Take this little back and forth hinge as if to floss the back of the leg. Move at your own pace and just try to go to your end range. Brief pause. Find your way back. You want to be standing right underneath that left ankle. Come into rotation. Hold on to the pole with the left, reach back with the right. Exhale, release, and I want you to make a pivot facing the opposite side of your mat, coming into what would be a little triangle pose. Extend forward, you're sliding through a pane of glass. Inner thigh squeeze, pull you back. Extend forward and back. See if you can go a little bit deeper, maybe catching the arm on the inside of the pole to spiral you open. And release, hands to heart center. Pivot away from the fabric. Let this lead you into a lunge. You may want blocks here if the ground feels like it's a little too far away. Slow rotation, open to the left. Breathe in. Exhale, hand to mat. Push back into a split variation and drift forward into your lunge. Try to keep a nice, active right leg, squeezing through the quad, actively pressing into your fabric. One more time, hinge back for a brief hold. As you float forward, bend the right knee. Take one more spiral, left arm to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Make a slight transition to the long end of your mat and your middle split. And then bend that left leg, come in and out. Here's another place where we may want to use those blocks. This is a tough one. Hinge into that split, give me a brief pause. Slowly unravel, find your way up and pivot back to your fabric. One last time, press the fabric away, stretch the hamstring. Roll your way up. Right foot is going to come into the fabric and we'll switch. Left replaces right. Setting up for our second side. Left ankle on the fabric, nice long spine, and just press the poles forward. Flossing action as you lean forward and then drift back towards that plumb line. Noticing the difference between your two sides. As you come back, stack right over that right ankle, make your rotation to the left. Nice open chest, shoulder blades squeeze together. Releasing and setting up for that pivot. Facing the opposite direction, arms extend, triangle, extend forward. Squeeze those inner thighs, find your way up, and drift forward. As you come forward, try to go a little bit deeper, hinge, maybe catch the inner pole, opening the chest towards the ceiling. Hands to heart center as you return, pivot away from that fabric, down into lunge. Hands to floor or blocks, making that rotation nice and slow. Spiral to the right. And release. Lunge to front split. Move to your range, pushing back, and then floating forward. One movement, one breath. Inhale forward, and exhale back. Giving me a brief pause here, active in that left leg, squeeze the thigh. Drifting forward, bend that left knee, rotate to the right. Releasing those hands and make your pivot into that middle split. Middle split, and then bend that right knee coming into lunge. Just try to work your own range of motion here. I know this is a tough one. Brief pause in that middle split. Begin to walk yourself up and out. Pivot towards your fabric last time. push the poles away, long spine. Actively flex that left foot. Roll your way up, kick that left knee in, and let the right leg meet it. Enjoy the breeze. Stepping off as you swing forward, and find your way back underneath that plumb line. Catch the fabric right at your shoulder blades and fold in half. Arms will extend out to the side. Preparing for Virabhadrasana 3, our Warrior 3 pose. Keep a nice flat back, navel's drawn in, right knee tucks into the chest, and begin to extend it back behind you. Right toes are pointing towards the floor. Try to create one straight line from crown all the way to heel. Curl the knee into the chest. See if you can grab that right knee and push back, knee to chest position. Release the leg and just inhale, stretch long, arms overhead. Bend the knees and sweep through center, setting up for our second side. Nice flat back. The fabric is right across the shoulder blades. Left knee pulls up and extend back. Flex that foot. Draw the navel in. Soften through those knees, curl the left knee into the chest and push back, knees to chest pose. Release the leg, and this time arms could sweep overhead and hands interlace behind the head. Heel toe your feet as wide as the mat and take that nice, easy, gentle sway from side to side. Just get fluid. Arch to center, walk those feet back underneath you. Bend the knees and roll forward. Bring yourself right underneath your plumb line. We're going to get ready for some inversion work. Now face whatever direction feels good for you. Taking this into your back straddle inversion. Now remember, if you are swinging, use the backs of your hands on the floor. I want you to try your leg switches. One knee will hook, the other leg extends behind you. I have my hands on my thighs right over my fabric so that I feel a little more secure. Bringing the leg in and switch sides. Sweep those legs back around. We're going to take this right side up. I want you to hook one leg and extend the other. Now the hands are going to grab right above your thighs. Whichever leg is straight will bend. Whichever leg is bent will straighten. A little ab crunch to reach for the fabric. Pull up, switch the legs. Foot to the floor. And with all your might, I want you to push that fabric away from you that doesn't have the leg in it. Once you're set, try extending your leg. To exit your pose, bend the knee and just unravel. Climb back into your swing. And let's try that second side. Fabric will come right to that sacrum. Getting ready for your back straddle. Steady yourself first, backs of the hands to the floor. One knee bent, one leg straight. Remember, our legs switch. When you're ready, crunch up, leg switch. Floating leg to the floor. And we're gonna push that fabric away from us. Once you're set, try extending the leg. Bending in the knee and unravel your fabric. Climb into your swing and step forward. We'll take this into a passe. Place the right foot in the fabric and I want you to reach high with your arms. Remember, we want to keep those shoulders contracted. Squeeze the pelvis to the ceiling, left knee bends. Find your way to the floor and we'll take this into lunge. Right foot kicks through, holding onto that fabric. Lift the left heel and lunge forward. Option to lift your left arm to the ceiling. Nice open heart here. Engage the glutes. Breathe in. And on your exhale, release. Right foot will come back into the fabric. Let's just switch. Left meets right. Second side. Left foot is in. You'll want to reach nice and high with your arms. Remember, strong shoulders. Squeeze the pelvis up. Passe the right leg. Back down to the floor, setting up for lunge. Kick the left knee through and begin to hinge forward. Squeeze the pelvis forward. Right arm up. Try to remain square to the front end of your mat. As you release, I want you to climb back into your swing and take that last little ride. Stepping off as you swing forward, and we're going to finish our work with our inversions. Fabric is going to come right to the sacrum and hinging into that back straddle. Now you'll want to stop any swinging here, so backs of the hands to the floor. This is going to take us into our circus sit. Both knees are going to kick through. Remember that little ab crunch. Exhale, crunch up, and widen into straddle, coming up to the seat. Frog drop. Watch the placements of my hands. Elbows are on the outside, thumbs are on the inside. As you feel ready, fall forward. Coming right back into your inversion. Now you can stay here. For my drop enthusiasts, we'll take that one more time when you're ready. Legs kick through. Ab crunch. Open to straddle. Remember our arms. Thumbs on the inside, hands on the outside. Knees will naturally bend, fall forward. And enjoy your inversion, coming into whatever shape feels good for you. Maybe extending arms and legs. Maybe hooking the feet or interlacing the hands behind you. Shake the head, yes or no, no tension. Remember to exit slow, reaching up for the fabric. Maybe come up halfway. As you step your feet to the floor, just catch the fabric around the shoulders and pause here for a moment. Coming back to our world, right side up. Walking back and forward. Getting ready for the floating portion of our practice together. Billow out your fabric and grab a couple handfuls. You want to climb into a seat. Walk those legs in so that they're fully covered. The fabric is somewhere around the middle of your back. Nice and slow, arch into back bend. Now only release the fabric with your hands if you feel secure. Let the head totally relax. Hands will reach up for the fabric first. Lift the heart and then let the head to be the last to come up. Falling forward into Paschimottanasana, our forward fold. You can have a soft bend to the knees as you fold forward. If you could reach those toes, just gently pull the feet towards you as you allow your upper body to soften. Breathe and expand the back body. Lift your gaze so you can see where we're going before I lose you inside your fabric. Legs are wide and we twist into a stag position, folding over the legs. When you're ready, guide one leg up and over, coming into your straddle. Bend your knees to one direction, and I want you to climb through that little window and just hang through the front. Now if you feel any pinching in the shoulder, you can always tuck the arm in, but try to let your body weight sink here. Enjoy that weightless feeling that we can get only from this style of practice. Feel completely held and supported by the fabric. And each exhale, feel yourself getting a little heavier and sinking a little deeper. Extend the legs, find straddle. And bending, taking your second side. Remember to tuck the shoulder in or allow yourself to just hang. Try to let everything go. Coming up nice and slow and bringing those legs together. Rolling onto your back, I want you to cover and encapsulate your whole body. And just find some gentle side bends, arcing from one side over to the other. When you feel complete, just float into Shavasana from here. Let your practice go and let your mind drift. Just feel your gentle current like you're floating in water. Reawaken the body with those gentle side bends. Reaching up with your hands to pull yourself up to a seat. Kick your legs through and fold forward. Let the elbows catch the outside of the fabric. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale your arms to the sky. Exhale, heart center. I am humbled to be here working with you. Namaste. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. Don't forget to check our 2 hammock playlists. One is for tutorials, another is for different styles of classes. Hopefully I will work with you soon, either on your mat or in your fabric. And until then, namaste.